Actually, there's been quite a few success stories out of PTX. Like I said, I've been coming to PTX for 10 years, and there's multiple vendors that I have used for certain projects, whether it be flooring systems, whether it be manufacturing equipment, whether it be processing equipment, environmental equipment, that as a company we have purchased, we have installed, and we've been very successful utilizing. So, we've had a lot of successes coming out of this format.
Yes, we have a wastewater supplier, actually two of them, that we've implemented. One of them, we're actually, with their solution that they've given us, we're saving about $120,000 a month.
Coming for one visit is small compared to the rewards you will receive, the potential rewards that you could receive over the next 10 years.
Yeah, so meeting with the senior teams of the vendors is, you're getting right to the source, as opposed to a salesman that may or may not have all of the answers specific to this application, and that's what the whole process is about, is to your application.
The reason I like coming to PTX is because it's a focused environment, whereas you're meeting with, number one, vendors you want to meet with, and number two, the time that you spend with them is very focused on issues or solutions that we're looking for. Other types of shows or other types of places where you meet these people, it's more helter-skelter. It's not sort of controlled so much where you only meet with a few people, you meet with many people, and the detail that you get into is not at all what you'd find at PTX.
It's the third time that I'm coming to PTX with my colleague or colleagues. And the format gives us unique opportunity to familiarize much better with companies than in a meeting at a congress or a show.
The way that PTX holds their meetings and sets up the atmosphere is, to me, why we get successes out of this. Because number one, there's no interruptions. If it was in my office, I'd be getting phone calls. If it was at a show where you're walking the floor, you'd have other people coming up and asking the vendor different questions. And here it's focused one-on-one, and so you get to, number one, listen, and you get to pay attention to what is being said, and everybody understands each other better, and from that you get a better solution coming out of the meeting.
The reason I like coming to PTX versus, let's say, one of the trade shows is I get to know the people a lot better. When I go to a trade show, I get maybe 5 minutes of attention, and the guy's looking over his shoulder at the next guy he's trying to catch. You get much more meaningful information out of the meetings that we hold here, the focus that's here.
You can find probably things outside, but it would be taking you also equal amount or higher amount of time to get to the same quality, which you really encounter here on the campus.
That's what JBS is after. We're out here to try to develop a relationship that when a project does show up, we know who to turn to. We know who we can trust.
The tailoring of the project, the discussion for this 50 minutes saves us time down the road. We're already talking about a project instead of doing the vendor-supplier dance.
It's valuable to meet with the senior team of the supplier because the suppliers are coming here to present to you solutions, and you really want people that can help you make decisions and drive your interests, especially if you want to talk about innovation. Innovation just doesn't come around unless you get to the senior management at the suppliers.
So for us, it's more about having that one-on-one time. We get a good 50 minutes with each supplier or vendor. When you go to a trade show, you're walking down aisles, you just don't get a lot of time with people. It's good for meeting people, but you don't get any in-depth time, and then it's really hard to get follow-up at a later date.
The value I get out of a private one-on-one setting here at the PTX Exchange is that we're able to not be interrupted, because often you go to conference expos, there's people running around interrupting you. So it's the uninterrupted one-on-one time you get between the supplier and the processor.
I came out to PTX this year because I've been here many times before, and the successes that I've had with meeting with other vendors, other people in the industry, I've gotten a lot of value out of and a lot of success stories out of. So I know that this is a continued program that I want to continue attending.